from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome to my channel. It's Wednesday and it's time to get started. We're going to do a Duggar update. We might have a couple today because it's a busy Duggar day. There are so many people in this family, but we have a cute sort of exciting video for you guys on Jill Dillard, which we are always so supportive and we are all like, go Jill on this channel. We love her and we love that she is taking steps to do things and get away from this cult that she was born into. Now, she and Derek hosted a Q&A on their channel, the Dillard Family Official, and I'm going to show you some clips, but there's a lot of things in this video that I was like amazed that she was so open about. She talked about public school. She talked about her choice to drink alcohol, and they talked about a lot of different aspects. The first question they answered was in regards to Israel, and fans wanted to know how he liked school. It was kind of cute because they were talking about how Israel is having a really great time. He was able to be king of the day. He is loving meeting new friends and being around other children.
No big deal.
So he's loving, especially after like being home so much, like he's loving just playing and making new friends.
One of the things that Jill didn't get to experience growing up was actually going to public school, and Derek did. And part of the thing that I've always said about the Duggars is that their inability to have friendships outside of the family can definitely cause maybe social immaturity and understanding of like how to interact with people that don't have the same belief system as you or don't see the world the same as you. They have been living in a very insular world where everyone thinks the same, and without any sort of diversity around them, they have been able to like live in a world where having really concerning beliefs about a lot of different topics is normal. And because there's no one sort of questioning these beliefs, they have no sources or people to go out to outside of the family to talk to. So talking about how they wanted to make the choice to actually go to public school, I thought this one was interesting.
Number 2, did you and Derek both decide to send Israel to public school, and why? Even though I grew up homeschooled and we had talked about, and Derek grew up in public school.
We were both open to both options. We did that for our family.
Yeah, we didn't take it lightly because we don't want to take our child's education lightly, and their friends and, you know, where they're spending their days and everything. Like, we definitely did not take that lightly. So lots of prayer and consideration, not making decisions out of fear, but like just like informed and and felt like this is what we're supposed to do for our family.
And to be really involved.
What I really liked about her response there is that she is talking about making informed choices and not making decisions out of fear. One of the reasons that the world of the Duggars is so concerning to me is that there is this humongous fear of the outside world. There's a fear that anything that you do in this world could somehow poison your brain from getting away from God. So you can't watch TV, you can't do this. And so much of it is rooted in this fear that you don't have the ability or the capability to have accountability for yourself, as well as having the ability to discern what's good or what's bad. When you live in a bubble like they do and they remove everything, all of your decisions become fear-based. Will this cause this? Will this cause that? And then you see this sort of cascading response by the Duggars where every single thing that they look at is based on fear. So I do like that she's speaking in a language about making informed decisions, because that is important. You have to make informed decisions about everything, and you shouldn't be fearful. I felt that answer so much in my gut when she said that, but then they started talking about alcohol and I was like, all ears.
Question number 6, do you drink alcohol?
Well, we try and practice what the Bible says about anything. And as far as alcohol, we believe Scripture is pretty clear that, you know, drunkenness is absolutely sinful. So we definitely, neither one of us, I don't think, have ever drank to drunkenness.
Yeah. We also want to be careful and sensitive to other people too. So we realize
it's a struggle for a lot of people. So
you just have to know like yourself and your boundaries and whatever, like that's like, if it's been a struggle in the past, like then probably it's good to be careful. And so like, we're very like,
being a teetotaler may be the best option for a lot of people.
Yeah. So, and I think we just want to be wise, but we also don't want to like live like, I don't know, like we want to like live transparently too. So like we want to be like we want to make sure
it could
that...
be even worse if you're a closet drinker and you say,
yeah.
oh, we don't drink and you know it's wrong, and then hide Jill's pina colada at dinner.
Yeah,
you know,
or something like that. So like we want to like
yeah.
we want to even like the whole like drinking thing, even with our kids and stuff. Eventually, I mean, obviously they're really young right now, but like eventually, like I think it's good, not just with this area, but like with other areas, just like for them to see like a healthy balance in our lives or whatever. Not
well, and
so there was a couple things that they talked about, which I thought was interesting. Obviously, they don't believe in getting intoxicated, and that's probably a good thing, being that they have children in their house, and parents should typically be of sound mind when they're with their children. But what I thought was interesting is that they were talking about how Jill talked about how having a healthy balance, which, you know, in a way is you have to be able to show children that you can do things without completely abstaining. Now, she did preface that if it's been a problem for you and it's something that you have to be careful about, you should. But if you can be, you know, if you can be responsible about it, if you can show a child, this is okay, I can have a sip, it's fine. This shows a child, hey, it doesn't form this idea that there's fear around these substances, which again, when you abstain from things, or if you put such a high bar over something, or if you make it such a hard and fast rule, it almost in a way makes kids want to do something. Like, you can't do that, so they're going to want to do it more. So if you can show them that it is okay to do something just responsibly, it sort of takes away that aspect of you can't have something, or that mystery around it. Another thing that I thought was interesting was talking about being a closeted drinker. This made me think about the Duggars. Do you think that maybe these people closet drink? I've often wondered this, because a lot of times in these communities, these people, or the people like the Duggars that are very faithful, very fundamentalists, will claim not to drink, but then they do drink. They just don't tell anyone, which then makes a life of non-transparency. So in a way, you almost have to be truthful about what you're doing, because if you're hiding something, it means in a way that you're a hypocrite. For a long time, I've thought that the Duggars drink alcohol, but I obviously have no proof. They often drink like sparkling cider, and at Ginger's birthday party, they had bubbly. I don't know if they were drinking champagne or if they were drinking apple cider, but that made me think, like, are these people drinking behind the scenes? Because when Josh got caught in 2015, he was at bars getting hammered. So it's not like this weird thing that the Duggars are drinking. It's just maybe the Duggars aren't talking about it and pretending like they aren't drinking, and it's all for show. When he said that, I wasn't sure if he was talking about that or themselves, but it brings up a good talking point around drinking. They started talking about what kind of shows they like to watch, and it was awesome because none of the shows that they talked about were faith-based. They love Park and Recs, which I was astounded by. That show is that has some raunchy humor in it. They also like The Office, which I thought was also funny. It kind of has some adult humor in it as well. And they talked about how they have been working through books that you read in public school. Jill kind of rolls her eyes.
It was one of the public school reading items on the reading list. So, yeah. I've been exposing Jill to, like, public school reading lists. That's why we watched To Kill a Mockingbird. Not just the only reason. I'm just poking at her. Any other films or series?
Anyways, yeah. So I think
we like The Office. Do we
yeah, we
mention
said that. Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay, so that's all for...
As you can see, though, this is awesome because she probably read books about literally God for her whole life, or books approved by the IBLP and the curriculum that they use. She was not exposed to secular books. This is another indication that she is branching out and exploring this world. And by the way, To Kill a Mockingbird is still one of my favorite books. So what do you think about all of this? I'm going to link below where you can watch the full interview. I didn't want to take all of the glory from them. Unfortunately, comments were turned off. I would have loved to leave a comment, especially about her decision for public school, that was by far my favorite response, was I'm not going to make decisions based on fear anymore. And then I would love to make a comment about the alcohol and being transparent and not hiding. I think there's a lot of truth that she is realizing that her life was cloaked in an illusion. The Duggars are have the illusion of the perfect Christian family, but they're not. They are not at all. They have flaws, they have secrets, and they hide them because their image matters more to them than the truth, in my opinion. So tell me what your thoughts are about Jill and Derek's admissions in the comments below. Bye, guys.